are a country that endlessly punishes the working poor for oftentimes, being victims of circumstance, crimes born out of poverty. There are people rotting in jail for taking illegal substances like cocaine or even marijuana, which is even crazier, especially considering the marijuana is now legal. But you have RFK Jr., who is the head of the HHS, going on the Theo Von show and saying, I've snorted lines of coke off of, toilet seats. That's the type of country this is.
You will pet me, whether you like it or not.
This is how China is reporting the Epstein files?
So the Epstein files are out, millions of pages, thousands of videos in order from Congress. And what have we learned? Well, Democrats accuse the Attorney General of a cover-up. The Attorney General calls a senior congressman a washed-up loser lawyer. Victims sit in the room watching their accuser.
Bro, I don't care about the Kung Fu robots. Please stop linking me the Kung Fu robots. I saw the Kung Fu robots. It's great. It's great. Robot takeover, the China takeover. Please stop.
Their names blacked out, while their own names, their photographs, their suffering are leaked to the public. Welcome to accountability, Western style. For years, the Western elites, the Western men, have stood on what they call the moral high ground. They lecture other countries on human rights, on fair courts, on the worth of every person. They send diplomats to lecture former colonies about the rule of law, as if that law were a custom-made suit only for a rich man. So here's the uncomfortable truth the West does not want to face. The Epstein archive is not just one file on one criminal. It is a CT scan of the whole system, the courts, the banks, the politicians, even some academic institutions. Not evil in some movie sense, silent partners in real world sense. Silent through doing nothing, through convenient forgetfulness, through the quiet belief that some men are too powerful to ever be brought down. And yet these same institutions continue to grade the rest of the world on human rights, continue to issue report cards on judicial reform, continue to act as if they're the world's moral judge.
I do think it's like hypocrisy is easy to understand, right? It's easy to understand for even the dumbest guys out there. So the American criticisms of Russia's irredentist actions that are unjustifiable in Ukraine, followed so closely to Israel's unlimited genocide of the Palestinians, was a massive moment of hypocrisy, a moment of hypocrisy that made the rest of the world, including people here in the Western hemisphere, people here in the Western world, recognize that maybe America didn't have the best interest of others in mind, right? The Epstein files is yet another glaringly obvious example of said hypocrisy. No accountability, no real justice system exists in the United States of America for the super wealthy. No matter how heinous the crime, the American government will never prosecute billionaires and millionaires, while they simultaneously claim that other countries do not have an adequate judicial process, other countries are actually corrupt, and that there is this moral rot in the way that they govern, laying that hypocrisy out the bear, making people realize that maybe America's statements about foreign nations is all okay, and that's the truth. It is. We are a country that endlessly punishes the working poor for oftentimes, being victims of circumstance, crimes born out of poverty. There are people rotting in jail for taking illegal substances like cocaine or even marijuana, which is even crazier, especially considering the marijuana is now legal. But you have RFK Jr., who is the head of the HHS, going on the Theo Von show and saying, I've snorted lines of coke off of, toilet seats. That's the type of country this is. So yeah, it's not necessarily hypocrisy, but I think it's contradictions. Contradictions is when you recognize that this is not hypocrisy at all, okay? That this is a byproduct of the system. This is a byproduct of the system's design. But if you do that with someone else, that means woke is back? What do you mean? Oh, you're referencing the Fear End podcast episode. Yes, Epstein's victims were working class, and Epstein's co-conspirators were a part of the parasitic capital owning class. And therefore, none of Epstein's co-conspirators were punished, and they did unlimited extrajudicial punishments and illegal acts to all of Epstein's victims. That's it. This administration or no American administration will ever punish the wealthy. It's disgusting. I mean, yeah, I already covered this as well. Rubio's speech being impulsive and imperialist and repulsive, saying unlimited violence is the only way forward for the global South. All the
lease on that high ground has run out. It ran out in Florida courthouse in 2008. It ran out on the private Caribbean island with the Harvard professor as a guest. It ran out this month on the live television when the victim had to watch her abuser's name being blacked out while her own name staying in plain sight. The Western elites wanted to be judged by their good intentions. Unfortunately for them, the Epstein files contain only the facts.
Yeah, that's where we're at. When's the next China trip? Potentially the next. Whoa, what the fuck was up with the camera there? Potentially in April is the next China trip with Alex and Alexa, and I'm very excited about that. Also, Boy's trying to come on the Cuban flotilla as well.
You will pet me, whether you like it or not.
The Piker Broadcasting Service is sponsored by you, the viewers, for you, the viewers. The Piker Broadcasting Service is where you get tomorrow's news today.
Whether you like it or not.